And can you image as well?
Yeah, I want to just like, and then like, no, after this video now, and I see that it's good feedback of this video, but in terms of the quality bar stuff, so I think yeah, I want to try and do my best to try and like, yeah, just keep on upping it. Obviously, there's gonna be some that aren't, because you just want to post and you don't have time, but if I can, because I quite like what the boys have done with the store. I think like what Giles done there, I think that has a really really good quality bar actually. Um, in terms
Yeah,
of
the thing we got it in the budget. At least one person to really look after the.
yeah,
But I think it's not just a person that look after the social media. It's just like somebody that really knows how to basically edit videos. Really, I mean,
it's
because
an
yeah,
editor,
it's just
yeah,
a
yeah,
combo edit
yeah,
and knowing how to play the game. And
yeah.
mm, I was yeah, I was looking at my daughter and editing those like videos specifically for TikTok, and there is like a very recognizable pattern that they use, especially the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas, right? Like those all of the like you can see that they are all hooked into these sort of videos, and there is that pattern that you need to know if you are of that demographics. Otherwise, I mean, I
Yeah.
would have never come up with that sort of type of video. So I think we need to have somebody that really is yeah is good on both. Uh, I mean,
Hundred
on
percent.
every.
Yeah, I think it is just a case of like, because like as much as I actually like enjoy it, I do enjoy it a lot, like make the videos and stuff. But it's very consuming, and it's like um yeah, it's a hell of a process because obviously I watch a lot of parkour videos, um and they have a lot like yeah, and yeah, there's a yeah, like I think the story of Store Boys do it really well, and I think, but then I watch a lot of like fashion and like clothing stuff, and some of them really have like, there's a couple people that just have a really nice aesthetic that I'm just like, what a nice like, but they have a style, and I think it's
Yeah.
one that really like I'm like and I think we're still figuring out exactly what it is, and I think it's meshed with that story style, but what a style for the game and the content around it. And because it's slightly, because there's so many technical elements to it, but I think it's bridging that gap between, it needs to still feel raw in that sense, like you know what I mean, like that rawness that is black parkour, with the like precision that is like technical stuff like that is we're doing like data and stuff like that. So, but I think that's actually quite a cool. There's a cool genre there, like raw meets. I always think like nerdy meets street, kind of like
Yeah.
if I was to think about fashion, it's like a street wear fashion like nerd, but I think of it like that kind of like the technical nerdy side of stuff meets the raw street side of things, and at the intersection of those two is where our page lies, and so it's bridging the gap between the two, and so like the topics you may cover are context, but like the music, the vibe and the general aesthetic, everything still is very raw and very street and based in the street. Like I never want to do it where like the music is like a cringy thingy. It just does. Do you mean? So it's just keeping that true as well, because I think that is just the vibe of the game as well. Like that edit Sasha did for the caveman, like that caveman video, like that, I just think that is just like spot on. That is just like, to me, that was just like, that's parkour. Like the news
Yeah.
with the choppers, I'm just like, that is so like, oh, like it's just beautiful. And the way it was edited with the cut in the cameras swivel, it was just such a well done thing. So it was awesome to see. But yeah, okay. So let's crack on. All right, so I'm gonna do some fixes to the combo stuff and logic for that, and then once that's done, I'll give you a shout, and then let's tackle the falling and landing. My Discord has crashed. I love when that happens. Hello.
Yeah.
So my Discord crashed. Um, No, I was saying basically, hey Hunter, how are you? Yeah, I'm gonna do my fixes for the combo stuff, and then let's tackle the Fall of Land stuff.
Yeah, let's do it. I think
I'll give you a shout once I'm done.
Yeah, I'm nearly ready for my like 3 days of suffering. But I mean, it should be it, but I'm not sure why it's not saving my data table. But yeah, I'm almost ready as well. So as soon as you completed that, let's just go and terminate all those. Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly. Yeah, in general, a lot of things. Okay, I mean, I was really just nailing this Fall now. So. Okay, so let's. Not even. Now I know the strides are gonna definitely have that weirdness to them, but that's no issue. Now that transition, I mean, it's predominantly. I'm curious as to if we can get a smoother one there. That carries a lot of momentum too. So I want to really nail whatever the. I mean, that can't really. Oh yes, okay. So what I'll do, basically, when you're doing that on jump across thing, that jump off thing, it's tricky because now is it though? Because it's like technically a stride off is like it is like a stride off. So if I was to be like that is correct. As much as I want to. How many devs are working on this game? 2 of us full time. Full time is if we get paid. 2 of us code. 2 of us write the code. And then we've got Guns as well, who works a lot on it too. Does some like 3D stuff, 3DR and like Unreal Art stuff, like Blender stuff. So 2 of us who are doing it priority, and Guns whenever he can, he helps out. He's really good to be fair, because he doesn't have to, but he like you said, he's really? Invested as well.
This Gun's really good.
No, I was saying obviously like. Well, he'll be making more money than all of us because he's got a job. Yeah. We're just broke. But yeah, no, I mean, I thought I had to fix it, but it seems I don't. So that's quite nice, actually. Now, the thing I really want to, I guess, to me, the compo is actually pretty solid, ironically, and the logic seems pretty scalable in that regard. The thing I want to fix is in the weighting and filtering. I basically want to take a little bit more control over what's being picked and why. And rather than just wait, I'm not a huge fan of just like, I don't even know, I guess just weighting things terribly if they just don't meet. I wonder if there's a better way to. I mean, well, it's quite well to be fair, because I guess here. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is basically just like assess what the weights I'm getting here, and just make sure it's picking always the right animation, kind of thing. And then once that is, and just clean up the filtering weight stuff, because half of that we don't use, and it's just making that file an absolute mess. So that way we can know what's going on a little bit better. Because I'm pretty sure, like, let's say if we go like to the flick manager, so we use the jump skills, distance, and then manage velocity and action cost. Now this guy, realistically, is the key thing. This velocity. So so when we go to filter weight, let's go filter candidate weight. Wait, candidate. No, that's not the right one. Yeah, no, it is the right guy. Here we go. So filter and velocity, take the sync time, weight that parameter there. And the only thing is, I don't know how correct this guy always is. And yeah, because it's really about the velocity when you match, not necessarily just so that it preserves whatever speed you're in. So that is correct. So I want to debug this and see what this is doing. And see if basically it's picking the one with the best velocity weight all the time, unless it really doesn't meet the context of whatever it is. And then I'm just going to go through the climbs, because the climbs are a lot better now as well. Climbs are actually really good now, but I also want to clean up our. So obviously, like, we've got the warping stuff, but I think the climbs are really quick. Actually, weirdly now, like you can get up this guy pretty quickly. It's actually rapid when you actually think about it. It's actually really quick. It's actually, you know what? That's actually rapid. I can't lie to you. I'm not sure how much quicker you'd really need to get up something like that. Like, you just gone up like 3 little things pretty rapidly. But what I want to do is like, I do some like initialize to warp anything, and then I do some some update of that. So I want to just clean up that file, because I've got a lot of stuff doing a lot of things in a lot of different places that I want to just eliminate, basically. I think I could just do it all in one place, frankly. So if I can, that would be the best way to handle it. So yeah, I want to go about and do that. So yeah, basically just improve that. And I think what I'm going to do is split them up into individual functions of like update climb point, update ledge point, update landing point, update thingy point, and that way you can call them as and when you need them. And the function when you say update warping is just a bunch of other functions. Now technically it's not really lightweight because it's calling a bunch, and you could all put it in there, but it's just a bit of a mess. Like, it's such a big pack of code that when you look at the function, you just can't really tell what's going on. So I want to clean that up. And then that way, if I need to change something, I just change it in the individual function, rather than trying to mess through all that code to figure it out. So that is what I'm going to do once this guy debugs. I mean, I can start doing it now, to be fair. So let's go through the pipeline. jump manager. So we say jump. So we say jump, cool, evaluate our desired action, evaluate your context, evaluate action, initiate dictionary, filter out any that don't meet the context that you're trying to do. Weight the velocity. If it's a scaled action, you want to filter weight that. If you're jumping across, we want to see this is also not good. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that is just it should be like its own. I mean, this can be a static, right? Yeah. And it should have the same really. So there should be is distance scaled action. And then let's just return. I think realistically we'll do this because we may add additional context that may change. So like normally I would do just like return if that is there, and rather than do switch statement because you don't really need it. But for the sake of this, we are going to just actually do a switch because we may extend this and just want it to be extendable. So cool. So in that way, now in our jump manager we can say, so this guy already, I also don't like this guy here. So let's do get action context. Let's do get action context. Yeah. Now tempted to make this a reference to it, and in that way we can handle our guy. Then this guy can be private, which I think I prefer, to be honest. So like this. Let's get action params. Yeah. Coincidentally been learning about early returns and avoiding nested if statements this week. So don't say early returns in front of Dado. So interestingly, yeah. So I've learned a lot about it. So I was always initially a really big fan of early returns until Dado gave me a bollocking. No, I'm joking. He bollocked me. But it was some good learning stuff. Basically, the interesting dynamic from what I learned from it, from how he explained it, early returns are great when the code kind of like, I guess when it's doing not a lot, right? And you know it's not going to be extended, right? So if you want to have just a singular case for something that you want to get out, that's fine. Problem is though, you lose flow and lose track of where you are at any point in there, because you could exit at any point. So you don't know when necessarily a piece of code will be reached. Basically, if rather than having then a sequence of early returns, so if this return, if that return, if this return, if that return, and then you go into an if this case you want to do this, and then somewhere in that code you then may exit out again, or you want to extend that further, then you have a bunch of points in your code at which you may exit, and you don't necessarily know when you're going to do so. So you can't necessarily follow the flow as nicely. I'm trying to think. There was a case that I remember I had it, and then there was a scenario in which I wanted to extend it, and immediately it became worse because of having it. It was I'm trying to think what the case was. It was something about like, I can't even think. It was something about like, what was it? Might have been something to do with like collisions or something. And there was a case in which I was like, oh, if you don't want this, exit out. And then within some other check for when you had it, I also had an exit out. And then it just became quite messy. Whereas you already know this will run if this is the case. Otherwise, but then I think if you have multiple like ifs within ifs and a load of nested ifs, that function is probably doing too much. Is what I've done. So like changing out functionally a bit. So like you might you'll see probably at some point with something I'm cleaning up here. If I've got like more than two, something is doing too much. Like if I've got an if within an if already, it's just sus. Like that can immediately, something needs to go somewhere or change, because that is just way too much. I mean, I guess if your function is super simple, it's quite, I found them useful. Like you said, like if you just have one case that you know you just need to check, and if this not, we just want to exit out. I think we have it in the trace manager or something. Like if you can't do it, just exit. But we want to still call it every frame to check. Then that's great. Same for like I think the case was store it like if you wanted to basically do some checks to save a variable and return the variable at the end. It was better to initialize the variable to start, change what it is in the code, and then output it at the end of the function, because the flow is so much nicer. So you only have like one entry, one exit, as opposed to multiple different points at which you could return a value. So now whenever I do it, I find it a lot nicer to see that pattern of like, I come in here, this is where my value will be set here, and I just return this one thing at the end. And instead I change what this value is nicer. But then I do like using it, like I said, for like if I've got one-off case at the start, or like some lambda at the start of the function, some lambda function at the start, to just be like, oh, can I get out of here quickly, rather than running all that rest of the nonsense. It's just interesting. I guess it's all patterns. I guess it's whatever works for you. You know what I mean? Whatever works best for you. Whatever makes you happy and whatnot. Let's make this. Okay, so what have I broken now? Yeah. Oh, these might cause some issues. Oh, because then this can't be a const function. You know what? Let's do. Oh. Yeah, because this is a const function. Oh, it takes in a const action context. Lovely. I think that's the only tab. Oh yeah. Yes, that is an issue. That is the issue. You know what? Let's let I'm playing Lo-Fi Girl though. Because Lo-Fi Girl you can you don't need to copyright that if I'm not mistaken. How do I use this guy? Oh, this guy is. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. I always use Lo-Fi Girl. It's because do you know what the question is, Guns? In your streams, do you credit them? That is the question, Guns. That is the question. Is the question. Do you credit? What would it do? Because yeah, because Lo-Fi Girl's dodgy like that. You have to this one's a bit, it's a bit vague function to it, so I can't see. We'll be honest, it's a bit of a vague. Let's just do.
Dude, do you want to merge this madness? Because I changed a lot the player base and the manager.
Oh, you changed a lot, like the filter stuff.
We know how to do it eventually, but I'm wondering if it's worth like merging and fixing it.
Well, are you saying you've changed a lot of the player-based movement stuff? No.
Yeah, sorry there.
Are you saying you've changed a lot on the player-based movement class?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Player-based movement, the animation filtering. But I didn't really change, but like I have to move stuff around in order to make it.
All right, so, let me roll back and change. Hold on. There's no, let me not. Yeah, let's. If I'm gonna do it, I'll merge first. It's fine. I can survive. I was just doing it whilst the other thing builds. Like okay, yeah. Let's roll back these. This guy I'll keep. Let's change though.
But yeah, I should be ready quite soon. But
this guy I'll keep.
This will work.
That guy I'll keep. This guy I'll keep. This guy I'll keep. This guy that as well. Yeah, I'll keep this too. So I just need to change this. And the jump manager base is jump context compatible. Just do it because it will save me having to have a ball leg headache when merging. All right, let's. No, that was built. I should literally just gone ahead and done that, but let's see. Okay, so, ooh, that's a nice turn. 1.23. 0.28, 1.35. Yeah, I'm pretty certain 90% of the time it's just gonna pick the one the best meets. Wow, I really tried to get there. That picked 407. It had a velocity weight of 1. Wow. You see, yeah, because they'll get you for copyright guns if you don't stick it in the stream description. See there, that guy had a pretty bad velocity weight. So this guy, 11818, he's got 2783. So I only have 3 jumps to be fair, which is really nothing. And I think the reason it picks this guy is because of the height of the wall, because it wants it to get over. And then yeah, that's why the rest it always picks the other guy. To be honest, that's pretty accurate actually. But then if I walk at this dude, pick that dude. To be honest, I really can't complain. It's actually pretty spot on, even with this weighting. So 5940, 1.03. That is 1.92 had a velocity weight of 1 though, but I'm guessing this has a much better distance weight. 3131, 1.01, 21023, 1.08. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, it's pretty. Not a huge fan of some of the newer jumps because they're sort of like ones where you're leaning a bit too forward to go into a stick, but as we had more sticks, it should just be better. I like these ones because yeah. Cool. No, I mean, considering there's 3 animations, it works pretty well. I can't really complain. Oh yeah, okay. Let's actually. That's the next one I wanted to look at. Let's look at his standing jumps. See that? That's the thing there. Okay. There is no. I don't have a standing jump off right now. It doesn't do a standing jump, and I presume it's because. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense because of the trajectory. Yeah, but realistically, there should try and do a standing jump. Now, I guess all I'd actually need is a standing jump off animation, so it's not much of actually a problem. Okay, let's see about the. Because then it's the element of like, what if I just want to jump off and I don't want to jump across them? You know, but I think then that's an input case. Maybe you have to hold and press rock tap. I think that is then the dynamic. Yeah, early return. Why? I'm joking. It's not actually a return. It's a lambda function. Okay. Okay, yes, it is. Yeah. If we keep nice, we want a slightly larger one. Now, I guess the tricky one here. But now we do jump on release now. So what we'll actually do is control manager. This has nothing in it. Lovely. Let's trace back to what we do there. Quite funny. Cool. So we actually do have, if we bring this back to there. The issue is, if that is going to do that, it has to, in essence, store. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't actually store this. Yeah, so we need to. Yeah, so it's not going to be useful because we'll only know what it is when it fires. We need to, in essence. So that case is, if we're pressing it, we may want to shoot further to be able to actually be like, hey, is there something there that I can jump to in the range? That, or we just increase what like the default one is. Potentially we could just increase the default one. Let's see. Let's, for the sake of checking this, I'm gonna just increase the default one, so that 5 meters ahead of you. And then that way I can just get rid of that. Potentially. Yeah. Rather than only looking at it if you've queued it. Because now we're saying, if I've queued that, I've got a combo, look ahead. But you might want to. This I don't like either, but yeah. I will change that a bit. Yeah, this is kind of sus. Yeah, I think I prefer this. Because then if I'm standing there facing it, it's like, yeah. Yeah, because if I walk to the edge of this guy, and then I jump. Yeah. Yeah, I think I prefer that, to be honest. Yeah, I think I prefer that. So that one, it does that, which I quite like. I just quite like that. That's quite cool. And if I walk right to the edge, does that, because I now can standing jump. Look at that. And so that when you've got your little shuffle, it's quite cool to me. That was interesting. Oh yeah, I need to sort collisions like that. Shuffle forward. Forgot to stick. Wow. Let's chill. Go slide to the right. I always forget to stick. Damn. That's the other thing we need to look at is the some of the rotational stuff when for damn, getting that perfect stiff is hard. Yeah, then we gotta be able to turn around on this. So yeah, this is when we need a standing jump off. Let me actually add one, and let's check, just for checking, to make sure that the logic of that is sound. It should technically work. But let me. I've got it as running, but this guy. So what I'm gonna do for this dude? Because it's the same animation, but it's gonna over. We're just gonna nudge the start and the end a little bit. Like that. I'm gonna say off. Elaborate you. Et voila. Oh, it's good. Lovely jubbly. Ran off. Lovely. As you do. Ran off again. Let's take some little steps, please. Little baby steps. Little step to the left. To the left. Keep going. Yeah, this is when we need like diagonal steps. So you can, in essence, even turn around potentially. Okay. Little to right. To left. Little forward. Nice. See how it just works. It's the beauty of it, bro. And so there you had a little bit of room to the edge. Really, I guess you should be doing a standing. Actually quite good, to be honest. I guess all you need here is just making a standing pre. No, but you can make an arm jump. I guess if you want to do a pre here, you need to be doing a running pre. So this guy's off. Oh yeah, it's because of the drop in height. So yeah, in this case, what we can actually do in this case actually is pick one that has a closer climax point to any obstacle you may be looking at. So that, and then you grab the ledge instead of sticking. That'll be the next thing to add. Yeah, that one's a bit dodgy, I won't lie to you. But it's because I've got a crazy I allow for a pretty crazy warp when it comes to the climbs, because yeah, I'd rather you climb than not climb.
Oh, come on.
See, this is one of them ones where you need to actually be able to be like, hey, I want to pop up, but stay on the ledge. That's interesting though. Why did he just do that? Did I see that correctly? No bueno. No bueno. Ah, intéressant. Okay. You know what? Let's fix the collisions on the vaulting off and that climb, and then I think we'll be good to merge with that. Because the vaulting off will be really cool once we actually have animations. Because now there's, like you see, there's only one, and it's basically you've got like, oh, there you go. You have to be near enough perfect, but then it hits, and it just ruins the whole thing. It's a pretty dodgy animation, I won't lie. So you see, like there, it has none where. Boop. Just hits. But the actual fall is really nice. See, if it doesn't hit, I think that's fluid as ever. Tricky bit here is that we can turn it off. But then I guess at climax, it then says, hey, mister, turn it back on. Damn. Actually, not sure the best way to approach that is, to be honest. What do you think, Dado? The best way to approach that turning back on collisions too early. Not too early, well, turning at the right point. But when we say, hey, you've reached climax, you're falling. Because so vaulting off stuff.
Yeah.
See, because I know once the collisions are good, it's gonna be perfect. Let me sort the climb one first, and I'll sort that one we can sort next.
Yeah, I don't know really about that one. It's quite tricky.
Because it's tricky, because I'm all in favor. I'm personally like, I want as little of it. Little turning on and off collisions as possible.
Yeah. I mean, in my mind, it should be either you turn it completely on or off. I mean, it shouldn't be anything in
any
between.
one of that, yeah. Shouldn't. It's either on or it's not. I wonder what the behavior would be if we completely turned it off.
I mean, theoretically, we should turn it back on landing, right? I mean, the capsule thing, right?
My only worry is the capsule getting in a position that is like,
No, but we can detect, like, we can do our own check, and we say, oh, is the capsule colliding with something? Then emergency turn back on.
Maybe that is the
Or
best bet.
maybe not that, but yeah, I think like as long as we do not turn it on in the main capsule for the character, that really gives that extra bump, right? So as long as, I mean, if we deal with that with physics, like, yeah, sure, just like, you know, bounce off with your legs or whatever. That should be okay, but
obviously a lot of this is because of that the raw mocap, because you could be like, oh yeah, root, go over it, you know what I mean, before you fall, and then preserve that perfect thing. But mocap data don't work like that.
but maybe for that kind of scenario, like we move the root on the front of the feet when it's under like the stride and the pliers. Maybe we have another case in which, like, oh yeah, you are like cat passing down, and so you need the root higher because it's I don't know, or somewhere else. Because we saw that mainly that weird um blend is not caused to the root, as it's more caused with the velocity of the thing, right? So maybe we are a little bit more free to move the root where we want.
Potentially, yeah, like you said, yeah, with the climate stuff, yeah.
Because we will always have a kind of problem anyway. Like, there is that cylinder in the middle of the body, and it's just, no matter how small, or we raise it up and down and whatnot, like, no matter how hard we try to hide it to not to collide where we don't want, we will always have a case in which it won't just work, right?
Yeah. See if this is actually the thing, because then there's something interesting about this. Because then that's not distance scaled action. But it's the only one that isn't distance scaled action. What was I gonna do? Oh, so much nicer. Wow. That's significantly nicer. Oh, that's a hell of a lot nicer. Look at that. That's like a wow. Like buttery goodness. The guy falls straight away. Can you actually climb and fly then? Oh, you can. Wow. Well then, I mean, that was my one and only. Thanks, Lewis. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're all good. Ah. Ah. Uno bug spotted. He was cracking there. Oh, there's no bug. He just starts falling. Someone just said that they look forward to me and Guns' streams. Not yours, though. Because yours are terrible and boring. I just play the game.
I mean, they're right.
Cheers, Duke, man. Appreciate it. Long old first. Oh, okay, well, I mean, that kind of fixed the issue. This is a bit of a crazy number, I wouldn't lie to you. 1.8 is pretty mad. But, okay, so. Also can fix well, the climb collision stuff. I can't actually really. It has made the climb up infinitely nicer. Now you have a really seamless. Oh, look at that. Come on. Don't get better than that, man. Good stick. Grab the pole, please. Parkour looks so very nice, but yeah, honestly, it's a completely different game. I'll be honest with you. It's like it's literally a completely different game. This is an actual game now, you know, and we've still got a lot to do. Like we've got so much to do. Like, it feels fluid, and there's like 5 animations. There's literally like 3 jump overs, 1 jump off. Like he'll jump off using this guy every single time. I can't even vault half the time. There's like 3 volts, 2 volts. I'm gonna just pulse slide quickly. Not sure what that was. Mate, can you pulse slide? What's going on here? There we go. But I've got to get the right angle on this. Nice. Nice with it, fam. The other thing I want to tackle this week at some point is doing stuff across gaps, like this guy here. He just falls before he can take off. Now, I actually do add that into the Oh, that was a terrible roll. Oh, let's do that again, please. Can I get a perfect roll? Nope, I can't. Let's do that again. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Let's jump over this dude. Huh. Yeah. Jump, jump. Swing it around, drop down. Nice roll. Oh, okay, stick on that. Jump over you. Don't jump over. I didn't have enough stamina. That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't like that jump, to be honest. Yeah, the arm jumps are right. Like, you can do like just a arm jump thing, and it'll take you to climb. I want to add where you like jump and grab the ledge. Like, if for example, I absolutely gun it to this dude, and like, I actually go ahead and sorry, all the debug stuff is. Let me get rid of that crap. I just don't need it. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna do an update on its own, maybe 0.13 probably, for just the climbing, because yeah, I really want to do it in a really good way, but the way in which I think would be cool to do it requires a lot of animations. So for that reason, I just don't think with the animation I have, it's not gonna suck. And for that reason, I just don't think it's worth it. So 0.13 will probably have dinos, arm jumps, moving on walls, all that kind of stuff. Like arm jump. Like you can now, like if you stood here, you could arm jump to this guy, right? That's I've got to think about the controls. So that's there, but that's the only thing I don't like that roll. It's just a bit too unnatural. Just need some more nicer rolls, I think. Can you do a good roll, please? There we go. Oh, stamina, man. Jeez, I'm all out. And let me recover. Hold on. It's so weird. Like stamina plays, like you. It adds a really interesting dynamic because as long as you manage it well, it's pretty fine. But it's when you like, so if I like badly roll, it just kills the whole stamina. So then you'll be like, oh yeah, climb, and then you'll be like, oh jump, and then you wouldn't be able to. And you're like, oh crap, I have no stamina. So it's like, although the moves they don't really cost a lot to do, it's just this. It's just this thing that is kind of like in the back of your mind when it comes to all this stuff that you kind of have to subtly pay attention to. See, I don't like that transition, to be honest. Like, it's not terrible. It's a little too quick, to be honest, actually. Yeah, it's way too quick. Actually, hold on. Yeah. So like I was thinking like this example here, right? And grab that guy, right? So let me actually just not bail. So you want to be able to cat pass, move, and then grab that ball. Um, so like that, yeah, and then be able to grab it. You know what I mean? So that exact case, yeah, 100%. Let's pretend we didn't see that. Yeah, really, I need to sprint at this guy and do a faster conk. But I only have one Kong in there. Um, and then we've also got to nail the ability to move you in air and give you an additive force once you launch, so that you can basically go further. But more so to match your speed. Yeah, no, it's way too fast. It's just the animation. That's what I'm actually gonna. The thing with me and Dada do tonight is actually the falling and landing, sorting that out. So I want to get a little head start and sort out whatever landing. I had it at one point really nice. I think I had it really bad on the fall, but really good on the locomotion. And I changed it so that the fall roll was nice again. But now that I've done it, that I've kind of decomposed it a bit more. Let's get it so that it's good for both, because that is how it should be. So, I mean, let me check in what I've got actually first and foremost, because I've got a couple decent changes. You can go away. Also, I mean, now it's just is that, isn't it? This can just be a constant expression. This will change. Magic numbers, no bueno. Yeah, let's check all this in. Go from there. Oh, stage all this. Fixes and improvements. That's fixed. And collisions. Money, man. Money, bro. Probably not even a consideration in the current state, but what kind of ideas for recovery? What are your ideas for recovery kind of stuff? In terms of trying to save a move. See, I like that you asked that, Lewis, because that is already in consideration, quite heavily in consideration. Quite frankly, we've actually sculpted a lot of stuff so that we can do that. We might even try and get it in for this build, to be honest. Because basically, yeah, the key with that, right, is yeah, the key thing with what's it called, that role, I guess you could say, is that kind of, oh Lord, yeah, is that you I'm thinking of two different things right now. The recovery. Okay, let's do that first. So the key thing with the recovery is that you need my brain is not even computing. Basically, so we've got the physics system, right? Which basically is on top of an animation. So when we do ragdoll, we don't just say go ragdoll, we like blend in physics. So what we can do, right, is if you bail, right, say your timing is wrong, right, and you actually go over a wall, or like say you land and how do I put it? I guess there's a couple different ways. Say you land, for example, from a big height, right, and you don't roll, right. So your velocity at landing is significant. Then you want to. Then we'll first of all we'll say, okay, automatically do, for example, a little cat landing. So where you put your hands on the ground to try and like do that, right. So that is the landing that you'll do for the bigger height, right? And that one you don't necessarily have to input. It will just do that based on how you're falling. Now, but then say you land from Because then what you could do that is like put physics on and start to blend in physics so that it's sort of bailing, but it's sort of not. And then I guess the bigger case is like if you clip your foot on something like this, right? So say you do a vault, right, and you do it too late, or you try and jump. Actually, I'll give you a perfect scenario. Um, so you try and jump, for example, when you're too close. Rather than just outright bail and explode the guy, instead transition to an animation that is like, oh, like I tried to jump, but it was too high, and physics is active at this whole time. So it's like your feet are colliding with the wall, and you're trying to lean over, but play out that animation to save it if your like physical vision isn't crazy. So if I collide, like, of course he makes it over. So if I do this right, and I can't get over, rather than just continuing on, so you see how there the physics does its thing. Rather than just continuing on the jump, instead play an animation that's like, oh, I stumble over, and like save yourself. Unless like your collision is like crazy. So if I like run into this dude and then try and jump, and I've got crazy velocity on that, or it's just too high, then you'll like flop over. But basically the bails and the recovery will come from playing an animation during your ragdoll, which is basically you trying to save it. And then if you can't save it, you'll end up going to full physics. So your bail is both a combination of like try and save it, or like do whatever you would do to naturally recover. But if you really can't because your collision is too much or you've built up too much impact, then you're gonna end up in full ragdoll. That would be the kind of idea. Um, so for example, if I jump off this thing and it's really high here, then maybe he tries to do like, and maybe at that point, actually the cat landing is actually an input. So maybe and if you don't do that, maybe it does like like an animation that is a landing where he sort of like stumbles and he's like doing whatever, and then you have to input something to save it. And if you don't, he built. So like Skate do it really well, where they have like, if you get off the board and you sort of like, it's like sort of like that stumble animation is just is one of the roles. But it'd be something like that, right? Say if you're moving really quickly and you fall off something high, and you don't do a roll, basically. So if I go like this, I jump off and I don't do a roll, then maybe it's like it starts to save it and you have to press something to kind of recover or something like that. That'd be cool. What about rule running and tic tacs? Yeah, two very cool mechanics. Tic tacs for sure is an interesting one because there's a couple ways thinking about doing that guy. Yeah, tic tacs and like stuff like palm flips, wall flips, all of that. But really is the next, when we get a next mocap session in, we'll be able to add it. What was I gonna do? Oh, landing. And so wall running, basically, I was always thinking about it. It's not that I hate it, but it's something about the whole like jump to the wall, run across the wall, jump up. That just doesn't, that I feel like disconnects from everything else being so like real and fluid in that sense. Like I would love it to be like, you say like, so you're running here, right? So you want to run on this wall here, and then you press like A, for example, against this guy. And rather than just jumping and then I go wall run, instead it goes like, curves itself and starts doing the wall run, because it's like, or you press whatever input is for wall run, right? And you press it. It could be, in this scenario, it could even be a climb or a combination of the two to start off your wall run so that you can have that nice, like, because if you watch how the STORROR guys do that wall run, like you could tell he's doing like, it's all like, especially Toby's, like he does like a little stride thing into it. that really sells the fact that they're doing a wall run that I'd love to try and actually capture. So like the first 2 steps, we preserve that, and then you go like and then it goes into like its physics state where you're running on the wall and you start dropping, and then eventually when you want to fall off, it will do a little drop off, right? And then you can like control yourself, and like you're always on a decel down, but you can control the angle at which you go down at, and yada yada yada. That's whatever. Sort of like sliding in a way. Pretty similar to it. But yeah, the entry to it, rather than like jump at a wall and then just magnetize and run across, instead you actually have to arc yourself onto the wall, or like, but then you could potentially like Kong and go into it at an angle. Like you'd never be able to like Kong flat at this and then turn right and then wall run, but you could potentially Kong across like this and then be like, oh, Kong, wall run, like in my landing, if I hit the wall, then I transition in. So we still have that element of like, oh, jump, land, wall run thing. But if I jump to this wall here in this scenario, I can say, hey, wall run, as opposed to say, yeah. It's tough because then you also think like people's into like intuitively you want to just press jump and then run and then press jump off, right? That's the thing that makes most sense. But it's then how can we make it look better than how fucking Star Wars does it? You know what I mean? Like, because you're Titanfall. You know what I mean? Like, how can it look better than all of those games? You know? Because you can make it look as good. That's no problem. But how can we make it look better? And so that's the actual crux, I guess. It's going to probably take a bit to do, but you get the gist. All right, landing. Chatting too much. Falling manager.
Damn. Okay, David, I think yeah, let's merge and then I'll show you what doesn't work and then we fix it together because yeah, I think like I go way too much stuff to merge. It's yeah, it's gonna be madness. I'll yeah, so it's okay, but we cannot do anything in the game because it doesn't load the animation data table. So of course, quite important. But let's
I don't want it. I don't want the change. No.
Yeah, let's fix that after we merge, and then we'll take it from there because we're gonna screw up something in the merge in this one for sure. We're gonna screw up something soon. Yeah, let's do it now. Have you got any outstanding changes? You just wanna check in, and then we'll do a big merge. I don't
yeah.
mind,
Can you give me like 5-10 minutes? I just want to see if I can quickly.
That is a perfect time for my coffee then. Excellent.
There we go.
Yeah.
I think I need to go. I'm shattered.
I'm glad you say that.
I'm trying to remember what I did to basically make it when it was jumping naturally really smooth. I don't think it was the initialization. I think it was potentially the blend time because they're both. I think they're both standard. Because the blend went in stick or it's falling, then we say, or it's not falling. Yeah, or we're not in a falling scenario, then we say, oh yeah, do a standard blend. But potentially, because I think what's actually happening is, you know what? And that might be why the roll is just sucky in general. Because when we do that standard blend, right, and we say, hey, standard blend into that roll, what that does is that does not preserve like the momentum of the motion in. Now it's just two animations, but I think an inertialization will preserve the momentum better, which could also fix that annoying crap when I jump across something and then roll. That looks sucky. Let's see. God, I'm tired, but Jesus, been up since 9 to be honest. No. Ain't good. Ugh. Whoa. No. I think. Okay, no, that's not one. I think I changed it for this specific reason that it needs to be standard to not look crap. Now, what is? Trying to think what the key elements. So these blend limits. Ah. Let's just see. Right. Let's just see. Let's just see what's cracking with that. I'm just curious. What? Oh yeah, that was beautiful. There's something dodgy going on. I don't really know. Can you please jump over? Whoa. That's dodgy. They look quite nice. Stamina, can you come back, please? Yeah, something dodgy's definitely going on. That blend's way nicer though. Yeah, there's something dodgy. It starts so good. Yeah, okay. Something crazy done be happening. Okay, at least it's something very wrong. Rather it be something very wrong than me just not know what is going on. As long as it then doesn't look very. 7381. Okay. You know what we can actually do, and this is the cool. Whoa! I don't know what happened there. Sorry. This is actually a cool thing about Unreal now is the debugger. Debug. Ah, this fella. Yeah. So play. Esquizo. Wait, no. Let's go. All right. So we're gonna jump over this dude. Okay, it starts off okay, goes absolutely mad, finishes okay. Pause you. Stop recording. Stop simulation. All right. Oh.
Oh, damn, we missed the trick here, David. Is stream number 256.
What stream number did I put?
Huh?
What stream number did I put 256, right?
No, no, I said we missed the trick because 256 is the most famous power of 2 in computer science. So
Oh!
dev stream 2 to the power of 8 or
2 to
dev
the power of
stream
8.
8-bit. I don't know.
8-bit, number of bytes in a car. The car.
Or actually,
Oh, yeah.
dev stream 100, which is in hexadecimal 100 is 256.
Yeah. That is a nerd, everybody. Don't even listen to it.
Yeah. Nobody will get that.
I forgot you meant to pause and not completely exit out. That was my bad. So, jump. Then let's roll. Okay. Pause. Here we go. Oh my.
I guess we can edit the title at any time.
Ugh. Alright, so what's going on here? Let's debug. Ah, you know what? I have a feeling is happening. I have a feeling what's happening. So this is the frame before it goes cray cray. Oh. So it's still in the other animation whilst it's doing that. Dodgy as ever. That's why it's probably got the blenders going so mad. Yeah, and that needs to exit out ASAP. Fuck. Intéressant. Très intéressant. Alright. Alright. Now that we've identified the problem, let us identify the solution. This guy always messes up. Yeah, that's way too long. All right, let's switch it around and let's make this tiny. 0.1. It's a rapid blend. Let's see how it fares. Oh, who lied to you, Dad? I'm struggling. I'm shattered.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. Yeah, I need to fix the landing thing though because that's you. Yeah, it's way too quick, but it is better. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting actually, because really I've got this here to specify when the latest you could. Do you know what I wonder what it might be doing as well? If I say this is just like an arbitrary. Let's do this. Initialize you. No. No bueno. All right, really. It's actually an interesting problem. Hey, JFA, thank you. Appreciate it. This is an interesting problem, actually. So I'm going to do a couple of things on the side as well. What I want to first do. Ah. Now we do do. Um, what I'm actually gonna do is force it to start at the start to make sure that it's not matching to like any of these poses. Give me as much blend time as I can for a landing. Because potentially that could be the case. Don't think that is the case. I think regardless, you still gonna have that issue, but let's see what the crack is. Yeah, we're gonna have the issue. 4638. So 7381. 4638 sucks. That works really. Ooh, that's beautiful. Damn. Damn. Ugh. Yeah, it's better. See, if it just didn't do that stupid ass thing. Oh, it's because I'm out of stamina. I was wondering why I'm not jumping all the time. So it's like, dude, if I just hold. Oh, it's because again I'm out of stamina. That one's really nice, actually. Weirdly, that's the best one. That one's flawless. Wow. That's so good. What the hell? So that's 7781. Now I bet you that just has a longer blend in. So that could just be. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? 04. You're just kind of on the shoulder. So by this point, the animation's out of it. I wanna just bit real this. I don't know if it's gonna do anything because you're immediately playing another one. Oh no. You're gonna say that's not gonna work. Is 012 gonna have the same map as 11, but with updated graphics, or will there be new ones? Probably same as 11, but we're planning on doing adding some new spots. In line with like the story video we want to do with the game. So yeah, it will have some new places to do parkour, and I don't know if we'll have the full map. We'll have to see because we might take a smaller section to get you guys to actually play the mechanics. We want you guys to really test and get a feel for. Yeah, I know this one works. I need to check the one that doesn't work. Damn it, this one works like a charm. I don't care about that. I care about the one that sucks. Oh no. Yeah, it still sucks. Don't suck any less. That one don't suck too bad. I just keep running out of stamina because I roll badly. That sucks real bad. Don't do nothing. Yeah, it's gonna be in here. If I made it 03, let's just see. Oh, I hate 011. This version should be a lot more fun. Yeah, I've seen a lot of free running for PS2. Great game. Really well done for it, especially for when it was made. Really good game. Really cool game too. You see, now it's bad, but they ain't that good. You know what I mean? They're all a lot better though. They're all significantly better. Now that one's pretty good. This one, yeah, it's pretty spotless. I mean, this is better already, to be honest. Let's be real with ourselves, people. Ooh, oh, hold on a second. That's quite nice. I keep running out of stamina, man. It's because I'm rolling badly, but it's annoying. That's actually quite smooth. Stop right. Yeah, no, I can't deal with this. I'm just gonna give myself maximum stamina. Actually, no, let's not be crazy. Let's just up the recovery. It's like 40. We'll get it back real quick. I mean, it is better though. I still don't like it. I still think it's a little too quick on the bend. I think like 0.4 was infinitely better. But I will take this for now over. Ooh, that was actually quite. Ooh, man, I love being able to time the roll. It's so good. Look at that. Ooh, that looks like a straight on like one animation. I still think it could be better though. No, I don't have any pose matching in terms of the they always start at the start for these guys. And that one he just goes into it a little too quick. But to be fair, the other thing that we can do is record specific like rolls out of like a running jump, a roll out of a Kong, so that some of them really maintain the momentum well. Like if you do a fast one and then roll well, it's really nice. Like I think in general it's better. Now let's see how the jump across. Actually, really not bad. I think what we can do better is just like if it's doing this. That one's interesting because he sort of does like a little jump into it. It's quite cool actually. I still don't like it though. I mean, let me do a good roll.
I think the problem with the roll is that the first blend is like he artificially accelerates because he has to blend in. I'm wondering, right, if we should have like those 0.2, 0.3 seconds before the roll starts, so you don't blend in straight into, I don't know, like into the character that is upside down.
Yeah, the only issue is I think you'll lose the you'll be technically blending into something that's like partially in air, isn't
it?
Because like here, you don't necessarily have enough time. It's like some of the so like the really long the big bail one, like has enough time because of it's a slightly slower roll, has enough time to go into it nicely, and it just looks beautiful, and then the other guys don't have as much, so they like go straight into it. I mean, potentially, like you said, yeah. To be fair, potentially we could preserve. Uh, ooh,
Yeah, because like if you see the animation of the roll, they're all rather slow, but it's just because it's blending in, like super quickly, right? So,
yeah,
like
yeah. That's
if you see
literally it.
the animation for those rolls, they are like not
Yeah,
that
no, I know.
fast.
It's because they. So like this one has this 7781. To be fair, this one has a little bit of lift in the entry. Maybe that. Let's see. Let me which one's let me see which one's suckiest, and then let's make some changes to it. See if we can make it less sucky. Oh, okay. Okay, this one's obviously nice. For God's sake. How can he stop being not crap? It's not terrible either. Oh, for God's sake. Oh my God, what? Okay, 4628. That one sucks. Wow. Alright, so you, my friend. Let's have a chat. Oh yeah, I mean this one's already this one just really ain't. I don't know if this one's that good of a. To be fair, do you know why this one's not that good of a roll? It's he's rolling before like so he's rolling before like he's already bent over going into the animation. So he
Yeah,
lands
this is
basically.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah, he
it's
lands mid roll. Like he's already halfway through the roll once he's landed
yeah,
the roll,
yeah,
which works
exactly.
well, I guess, when you're, which makes sense as to why when we're saying, oh, go into it. But my issue is like having this blend here of while the character is technically in a. Uh,
Yeah, no, that
let's
won't work, especially
that wouldn't
because the
work.
roll is using root motion, so that
That's
will
what I
not.
mean. Um,
Yeah.
so this guy, because then and then you're blending to it, and it's essentially not the bit where he's rolling. So like this guy just sucks. Goodbye, my friend. You don't belong. One less one to worry about. Oh crap! I think what the I deleted the OK roll. I think it was the one that was the only one that was okay. So poor, excellent, poor, good, excellent, good, poor. um. Okay. Uh. Yeah, it's terrible. Where is he? There's an Excel. Yeah, so this guy looks dodgy too. But this is when I also think the roles can then be more specific. So it'd be like you're rolling from a Kong, or you're rolling from a thing, or you're rolling from. Then we could potentially get more specific. But I think then we get two. It still needs to be somewhat generalized. This guy, I bet, is gonna suck too. But where's the roll where you stumble with your feet? Oh, I think I got rid of it. Crap. need one just in the mocap session. Good drop downs here. You can never have too many. I guess there's a point where you can, but we're nowhere near there yet. Oh. Oh, this is the one I got rid of. Crap. Bring this one back. Now I know the root side is gonna be dodgy, but I just want to see if that blend is better. Oh, don't do the good one. The one time I want it to suck, it doesn't suck. That is better. Gives it a little bit more time, really, to actually. That's actually pretty nice to me. So it does mean it has a slightly more like that. Actually, not bad. You see the feet are like in the ground. So I think this we can actually fix. Because what we can do, which we should be doing, is. Yeah, the rolls from like a drop are really nice. Oh, huh? I'm not. Huh? What's this guy doing? Oh, it's because the FLM is high. I'm bugging. I'm going crazy. Going crazy, people. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I was wondering what was. Why I thought I was like, am I going where? Okay. So, so. Um, yeah, the bug does find me. What was I doing in my head? What was I was gonna do something. I just. Oh, feet. It should all just be global. Don't work myself to sleep. But what better way to go to bed? Nah, I can't sleep until I got. Once I got this done, I think I'm gonna go to bed because as you can tell, I'm yawning a lot. Well, let's just get this to a stable place where I'm like it doesn't look completely trash. Dun, dun, dun. Did I elaborate this? Okay. Um, that could actually be a good fix. Actually, what I've just think. Bounce balls. Bless you.
Okay.
Bless your dad. The only thing I don't like when this guy does that, it always does this. Like, poop bounce. Really irks my. I know it's wrong, but nah, I don't know about you guys. Now there's a little. I don't know if you noticed, there's a little bit where it pops back up to his feet. Now it looks alright because it's a roll, but it's I think it's technically wrong. Like there, it's so subtle. It's like the slightest acceleration that the other ones don't have. You don't really notice it as much because it's a roll, but it is there. I mean, that has fixed the issue actually. So I think they all just need. It seems like the key really is to give them, aside from picking them based on velocity, which there's one animation for a lot of these scenarios. They all just need some more cutting, like running frames, so that they can actually blend in. Yeah, I mean, when it works well, it works well. But yeah, they all just need some more running frames, I think. If I do, just couldn't make it. Not that bad. Yeah, they all just need. I think they all need it because that one, ironically, now is the cleanest looking one. It has that little pop though that I really, really hate. I think without that, it will look really good. Excuse me, can you make the jump, please? Yeah, ironically, it's the best one though. Yeah, without a little pop, I think that's the best one. I mean, those ones are pretty good as well, to be fair. That one's really nice. Wow. They all look a lot better in general. Now let's see how it looks. That one we know looks good. Yeah, so I think they all. Ironically, though, preserving a little bit of the fall isn't the worst bit. Like the very end bit.
Yeah.
And actually goes quite a long way in improving it. Because the at the end of the day, right, the root motion there isn't. It's not for this guy. He's not flying. He's clamped to the ground, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and
So
it's
as
not
long
going
the
anywhere for the first.
yeah,
Second.
the key then is just getting the root right. In the animation.
Yes, I
Oh, it
think
works.
avoiding the extra acceleration is the key to make it look fluid, right?
Oh, hold on. Let me do it nice. Right. So, big Kong, perfect roll. Nope. Okay, not enough room. Big Kong, perfect roll. Nope, not enough room. I think I think I can get in here. Big Kong. Oh, damn it! It's too big. I think. Where's big enough to do it? Okay, that is. Big Kong, perfect roll. Big Kong, perfect roll. That's with him. Big little Kong. Next thing I want to get it is so that it can actually take off again in the. That takes ages to return back to being in normal. Look at that. What? Nah, yo, hold up. That takes way too long. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, no bueno. Okay, that's the next thing. That's dodgy.
Hey, can you check for me what your last change on the trace manager was? It's just the
It
main like
was.
detection distance.
Oh yeah, I just got rid of the is powering thing and like it's because I just basically just kept it at 500 the whole time, rather than it.
Yeah, fun
Coming
enough, I did the same.
Oh yeah, just rather than be like, oh, you doing a queue, do it further. It's like I just need it to be further. Yeah, so that
Yeah.
we'll handle that a different way, a better way. Maybe it depends on the input and yada yada.
Okay.
That is so wrong.
Okay, yeah, so trace manager is no more, so I had a big change there. So okay, just keep in mind. All right. Now I merged, and it was relatively easy. Well, that's good. Now, yeah, I need to fix the animation thing though. Okay, let me build and see.
So wrong. So wrong, but it's so much smoother, and that's what gets on my nerves. He's literally in the ground though. See how much smooth that motion is though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, un problemo.
I don't know if Mundo show you when we were there a couple of times in the office, but you know that they have a 1 bedroom flat like on the one of the lower ground floor in the office that we can use.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's quite cool to be fair, because I'd love to do that. I can't lie to you, because rather than come like if I'm just working late, it's like I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
I cry.
exactly. It just stay there and crash on the bed, right? Yeah, yeah. They go like a couple of mattresses and but you can get on the sofa or something. Not that I really want to sleep in the office, but yeah, yeah, it's
Start sleeping at
literally
the
a house.
office.
It's basically a flat, like a flat in central London. Like, yeah.
Imagine. You wanna be my man. You wanna be my man. Lord. Oh, man. We'll fix these two things. Lock the landing bin. It's just, no, it ain't the one.
Okay, I mean that might work. Okay, it's working. Platform. Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I mean, this is just gonna get too late to do any
Yeah.
hard woodworking. I think I'm gonna call it a night and get back straight after school run tomorrow morning for me.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. Yeah. Think might do the same. Yeah. Yeah. Shattered.
It is late tomorrow.
I'm gonna just get to a point with this guy. He doesn't completely utterly suck. I'm curious as to what's he gonna. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I just need to. To. That looks terrible. Oh, it's because.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, we'll start in the morning. All right then. All right. Yeah, catch you in the morning, dude.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, tomorrow. Well, let's do the falling tomorrow. Nail that.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah,
Awesome. That in a bit. Okay. I will go to bed once this doesn't suck so much. I have to compromise until tomorrow because we're gonna have to actually look at the root calculations. I didn't really elaborate. Shouldn't be like that, really. I think it's just a blend of the root. Might just need to make it more subtle. Probably just a little tweak to this. I think this is correct. Pissing me off, though. That's really annoying me. It's just so obvious. You know what I mean? Boop. Pops out. Everything other than that is good. So at least I know what the cause is, you know what I mean? That I can live with. It's not knowing that bugs me. I'd rather the problem be the root of the animation than some kind of logic in gameplay, so I can live with this. Let's see, actually, potentially. We just do it in range one time. One time. Oh, shattered. Didn't actually elaborate anything. Oh, oh, slightly dodgy. But then what we might need to do, elaborate again. Like code, yep. Nah. All right. Can he be arsed? What it needs to be is like global, fixed after takeoff. That's what we need. All right, all right. Uh, oh, music gets better with you. Oh, When do you get called, my friend? Uh-huh. Very sus. Very, very, very sus. I think I know the solution for it anyway. No, I want to see when. Yeah, that's so wrong though. That's just so wrong. Montage ended. Oh. Oh. That was what was screwing up so many things. I was wondering, man. Oh, mate, that could have been screwing up so much stuff. Oh, hold on. Do I use this anywhere else? I don't think I do. Okay, but I do it properly here. Damn, man. That was so stupid of me. What a silly, silly, silly move. All right, so oh, so much better, man. Wow, that makes a hell of a difference, man. It makes actually quite a big difference to this. See, now you can you could do like way more tight knit, like, yeah, damn, man. Yeah, look. Now you can like drop off this guy. Yeah, wow. That makes, because you were losing about, because I set up the system for that, and you were losing it quite a significant amount of time doing that crap. So now, well, that makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. Yeah, wow, so much better. All right. I want to call it a night there. That's 2 good fixes. This I know what I got what to do in here that I need to do. So I'll do that tomorrow because we've got to go into Adam Cutter code for that. Yeah, all right. Almost done. Almost done. All right, guys. I shall catch you all in a little bit. See you guys tomorrow.